Included in today's edition of Pebble Mill, two of Britain's best-known comedians, Arthur English and Ken Dodd, complete with tickling stick, of course. Also on the programme, two men who are going to the very edge of space in a hot air balloon, and Michael Smith firmly on the ground with more of his grace and flavour. That's in Pebble Mill at 1:05, after an extended edition of News Afternoon now with Richard Whitmore and Anne Diamond.
Hello, good afternoon. The Conservatives announced their election manifesto. It includes tough new trade union laws and abolition of what it calls wasteful and unnecessary municipal councils. Mrs. Thatcher says it's a programme to meet the challenge of our times. Labour Party and trade union leaders took the platform together this morning, and Mr. Foot said only his party had an agreement to work with the unions instead of fighting them. For the Alliance, Mr. Steele says there's nothing inevitable about unemployment.
The inquiry into the Penley lifeboat disaster. The inquiry finds that communications between coastguards and lifeboatmen need to be improved. We'll be discussing this morning's findings with the mother who lost her son among the crew of the Penley lifeboat. And the British Lions' defeat in the second match of their New Zealand tour. We have the pictures.
In the election campaign, it moved into another gear this morning when the Conservatives launched their manifesto. In a foreword to the document, Mrs. Thatcher put the choice before the voters this way. It was either to continue the progress towards the recovery or to follow policies more extreme and more damaging than those put forward by any previous opposition.
Well, the time on News Afternoon is just coming up to 1 o'clock.
So let's now go over and consider the weather prospects with Jim Bacon.
Thank you, Richard. Well, I'm afraid, like on many occasions in recent days, the prospects are really none too good.